Darkness is of ignorance. We don't believe in like original sin, but we believe in ignorance. And the ignorance makes us identify not as the core light, not as the core divinity, but as the body, as what it looks like, what it does, what's happened to it, what it thinks, what it feels. And so we live like that and we suffer and we bring suffering to others. The path of enlightenment is a path of removing the darkness of ignorance. Pujya Swamiji always says, he says, enlightenment does not mean that you grow horns on your head. Yes, officially enlightened, he's got the horns. No. He says it literally just means you live in light. Right? We live in light. We believe that the core of who you are is light. Darkness is of ignorance. We don't believe in like original sin, but we believe in ignorance. And the ignorance makes us identify not as the core light, not as the core divinity, but as the body, as what it looks like, what it does, what's happened to it, what it thinks, what it feels. And so we live like that and we suffer. And we bring suffering to others. The path of enlightenment is a path of removing the darkness of ignorance. Right? That's what the guru does. The word guru, the actual Sanskrit word guru means the one who removes the darkness and brings light. That's the path of enlightenment, is that we remove that darkness and we live in the light of truth. Now the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagwan Krishna gives us very clear ways. Arjuna asks him this question, right? What does a yogi actually look like? Like, okay, you've told me what to do, you've told me the truth, but what does it look like when a being like that moves through the world? And Bhagwan Krishna gives us long lists, but they're simple things. They're not like can walk on water, manifest things for you, doesn't need to sleep or eat. Nothing like that. It's things like they're a friend to all. They live in balance, in success and failure, gain and loss, meaning they're anchored into something that is deeper than the ups and downs of the stock market. It's someone who lives in compassion and caring, giving to all. In that friendship. These are the markers. It's one, there's a beautiful teaching, says it's one to whom a brick of gold, a lump of clay, and a handful of dirt are the same. And it's such an interesting teaching because the more we practice yoga, the more we meditate, the deeper we go, the more refined our ability for discrimination becomes. First in the body and the breath, but then in our lives. So he's not saying that the enlightened one is one who cannot tell the difference between this heavy solid brick and this sand and wet clay. He's not saying that. But what he means is that in terms of their relevance to you, in terms of their impact on you, they're the same. Most of us would be like, dirt, clay, gold, right? But to the enlightened one, to the yogi, they're one and the same. Nothing has any more of an impact or relevance, a pull toward us. We're not grabbing or grasping. So think about things like balance all the time. Whatever happens in the outer world, balanced, anchored. Think about one who is a friend to all, who wherever they go, people, animals, nature, no discrimination. Not like, oh, you're like me, you're us, you're them. No us and them. No selfishness. Giving and caring and sharing. And who's always anchored and grounded. Living in that truth. Who knows who they are. Who knows that they're not the body. That they're not the story. That they're not the narrative. That they're not other people's projections. That they're not any of these things. But who's living in that state of Sat, which is existence or truth, Chit, consciousness, but being conscious of consciousness. Consciousness is there whether you're conscious of it or not. But conscious that I am conscious of my consciousness, and Anand, bliss. That becomes our state. That's the enlightened one. But the good news is it's not either or, it's not black or white, it's not nothing till suddenly everything. It's a path. And every step you take gets you closer and closer and closer. Every time that you can look in a mirror and not make some comment to yourself about either how beautiful or handsome or hot you look or how ugly or awful you look, that you can just look and not react to the body. That you can walk down a street and see your reflection in something and not have a judgment or an assessment of who you are based on a reflection that you see in a window. That you can meet others and not think about them based on their color or their size or their shape. But that you can just slowly, slowly start to move through your life knowing I am soul. I am divinity. I am perfection. Yeah, I have a body. I have a story. I have stuff I'm working through. But it isn't who I am. It's just part of this karmic package. And so you don't get stuck in it. It's a state of remembering. It's a state of remembering. That as you look at the world stops being objects. Most of us see the world as objects, either things that we want or things that we want to push away, what we call rag and dvesh, likes, desires, and aversions. Slowly, as you walk the path, you stop seeing the world as objects. And you start seeing it as spirit, as other waves in the same ocean. The same ocean of consciousness, the same ocean of love, the same ocean of oneness. And your perspective slowly, slowly, slowly changes.